Hi everyone, it's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue. How are you all? I don't know, is it Thursday? No, it feels like a Thursday. Thursday's when everything seems to not work properly, but today I'm having my machine is super slow. I want to show you this wonderful card with foil accents that I did from what you call it. Oh boy, everybody's excited here. Everybody's excited. Do you hear? I'm sure you can hear Teddy Bear with his squeaky toy. Oh my goodness, Teddy. Okay, relax, buddy. Hello. No barking today, just a squeaky toy. Oh, goodness gracious. I have a friend who has a hearing impediment or a hearing issue, and that particular squeaky toy, it's hard for her because she has hearing aids. But she's not here today, so I hope it's not bothering anybody else. But they have these special toys that they just absolutely love. And they're actually kind of cheap. They're like Walmart toys, which I love. So anyway, so we're all excited here today. Okay, we got to stop with that squeaky toy. Let's stop with that, okay? Please, Teddy? And for a few minutes. So, yep, we're all excited here today because okay. Hello? Hey, hi. Do I need to take it away? Please stop. Thank you, baby. Oh, man. Oh, hi, Gracie. Hi, Gracie Junebug. Sorry. I know. He's going to take it in the other room. Okay, so, yeah, today we are working on a sympathy card that is from Anna Griffin, but it can be changed up to be like a thank you or just a thinking of you, and so it's not just sympathy. However, I have found having one or two of these around, just because you can't predict people passing, and so I know it's not the best topic in the whole world, but it is part of life, I guess. So I like to have these cards available for just, the event that might happen. So this one here, I love to do. There's actually two designs that I like to do. I'm going to show you where to find them, but I'm waiting for my computer or my machine. Actually, it's doing the foil accent on the inside of the card, and I'm waiting for it to be done so that I can show you how to find these, how to get the sentiments, how to put the sentiments inside of the card and all that jazz. And then we'll put it together as well. So here's actually the card that I'm doing without the inside piece, which I'm waiting for it to be finished. So it's just kind of floral, but the colors are really, muted. There's like a nice brown and a couple of shades of purple, and then the white. Yeah. Oh, so anyway, if you guys are, what I did notice yesterday was that Facebook made a huge change to the business pages. So a lot of you that might not be getting notifications. The reason is, I think, that they changed a lot of it. So you might want to go, if you want to see this, if you want to see it on a regular basis, go back to the Miss Rita to the Rescue page and make sure you're following, not just liking, but following, because I think that might have affected it. I heard so many people mention this yesterday, and then I also noticed something weird yesterday too, so I figured I would just tell you that that's a possibility. Okay, so there's that, and my foiling is almost done. I just have to take off my foil And I'm going to show you what I did with the foil. I apologize for being behind, but I don't know. Today the machine, everybody's slow this morning is what I'm saying. So, okay. Alrighty, righty. Okay, let me just go back, put my needle in there. Actually, I'm a little disappointed. I did foil on the inside of the card and my paper lifted. That's interesting. Okay. So anyway, this is a design space file. You can alter it to work with the joy very simply. I did have a lot of, oh no, he is loving that toy. I know. Sorry, he's in the other room now. So, okay. So anyway, as you may or may not know, all of Anna Griffin's designs, including her fonts and stuff, are now available for free if you are a Cricut Access customer member. And so there's that, and there's a lot in there. So here's the card completed, and here is the foil in here. But what I will point out, because, you know, I just want you to know this, is it lifted on this paper, and I'm not terribly sure why, but I do like the way that the foil came out. I did this, Caring Thoughts Are With You. Now I used a medium point, and that's possibly why it didn't, I'm not really sure why I really put this on there really good. So anyway, let's go to the design space so you can see what I'm talking about. Rita, let's get on with it, okay? So, hey, before I get on with it, Aledra, who I just noticed is just now watching, Aledra did the ornament yesterday and sent me a picture by email, and classic. So good. Aledra, I need you to share that image where she did the ornament and she put little teeny tiny boxes inside the ornament that said Amazon on the side. And I forget the exact wording, but on the outside it said something Christmas 2020. You know, that Amazon, the packages were delivered by Amazon with glee or something like that. So cute. So I hope you all are coming up with fun little different things to do with that ornament idea and sharing them, because I think that's so important. So, okay, so here we go. As I mentioned, you know, Anna's got a lot of really nice designs. Here's another one. And these are nice. They're just basic florals. I like the coloring. It's sort of, you know, it's muted and kind of subdued. Really pretty. Oh, it is someone else. I thought you did it, Aledra. Oh, I just thought it was so much fun. Share it anyway. I thought that we could do it, or we could make that change to it. All right. So anyway, let's go to our image search engine, and we're going to go to, let's see, where are we going to go? Oh, I know. We're going to go to our image sets. And under image sets, we're going to put in the word or the name Anna. And under Anna, we find 44 different image sets. And so there are quite a lot of things to choose from here. And these are things that we will continue to showcase. There's a really wonderful box card. She calls them window box cards. She's got a lot of Christmas cards and different things here. And so we'll work on them. But these two that I found really nice are under the lovely layered cards set. So this is called Anna's Lovely Layered Cards. And they're there are a couple that I think are pretty nice. You know, they're really not too showy and sort of, you know, just, I don't know how to explain it, but just, you know, subdued, mellow, pretty, detailed, including this one here, which has like the knots. And then there is the one that I just showed you here, down here. Right there. Now, what you'll notice about these cards, and there's a third one here. There's a third one. What you'll notice about these cards is they come in different sizes. Some of them come in, they all come in a square size, and then they come in a larger 5x7 card size. And some will show like a banner across the front. So see, this has a banner. This is a banner, which you can use. I don't use them for this particular purpose, but the banner works well with these little sentiments. So for instance, this one says, thank you, and you could pair it with, let's say, this one, and the banner would go across in that white space. But for this particular occasion, we're just going to choose one of the ones that are plain here. Now, if you have a joy, you could select one of these square cards. It would probably be much easier to resize. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to like take the backs off the cards and create, like as I've shown you before, how to create like that sort of a package on the top, like a sandwich on the top of an existing card base, which is completely doable. People ask me to show them with joy, and I'll get around to it, but I am so overloaded with stuff over on my work surface that I need to clean it off. So hopefully later on, maybe early next week, I'll be able to get back to doing things on the joy. But know that things can be adjusted, okay? So I'm going to pull in this one, and now I'm going to go in search of sentiments. Now, even though this lovely layered has some pretty nice sentiments, including a sympathy sentiment, I have noticed that there are some really beautiful sentiments in a couple of these other cards, including, this is lace cards and embellishments and garden cards and embellishments. And if you go in there, you'll see there's a lot of drawn images, but as you move along, you'll see that there are in blue these sentiments, which I like very much because they are a little more wordy, I guess. So, you know, sending get well wishes. And, you know, this one here is what I was talking about before, that, you know, just says thank you or deepest sympathy, which you can certainly use as well. But I kind of like to be wordy, as you know. And so, so I found these really nice sentiments in, where is it? The garden cards and embellishment. Here's some here. Now, this one says, here's wishing you good luck in whatever you do, success, and most of all, happiness. So that's not going to be appropriate for a sympathy card, but know that it's there. There's an anniversary one. And I like this one. This could be sympathy, could be get well, but with the warmest of wishes, this just comes to say, hope that you're feeling much better today, you know. And then here is the one that I like first for the sympathy. It says, thinking of you, wishing you hope in the midst of sorrow and comfort in the midst of pain. So let's pull that one in, and let's see. Let's see. We'll just go back and get that sympathy one. Sorry. I should have pulled it in before, but I didn't. Here it is. Thinking of you. So you could do thinking of you, and where is Merry Christmas? Where am I not finding this? All right, so we'll just choose thinking of you, because that'll do too. All right. So let's see. Okay, so let's move these out of the way. This is the way that the cards come in. So these are our sentiments, and yes, they are too big, and we'll readjust them in a second. But you know, they come in like this. They come in with an envelope. If you like envelopes, cut the envelope. But I personally am not an envelope person. I just buy my envelopes made. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to ungroup and remove these two pieces that are for the envelope. Then I'm going to regroup it, and I'm going to stretch it so that it's the size that I want. A standard size for a card like this is usually the A7 card, which means that your width is going to be 10 inches and the height will automatically adjust to 7. Okay? Yeah, things are kooky on Facebook. Yeah. So anyway, well, we'll adjust. We always adjust. Anyway, so here is the actual size. Again, Joy or people who want to cut it smaller, you would take off the back part and the scoring, okay? So let's dissect this particular card. It's this outside piece that is very intricate, and we will cut that on intricate cut setting. And then you have these two middle pieces. I call those the sandwich pieces, and different colors. And you don't have to cut them in the colors that they suggest. And then you have this. This is going to be your internal piece, which is what I just finished up. And I'm going to put the sentiment in there, and then I'm going to change it to foil. So you can change it to foil, or you can leave it as a drawn, but it comes in drawn and not foil. Okay, so here's the thinking of you, which you can do with drawing. And you notice if you have it selected, it will say line type draw right here. And there's our image. And we can be okay with that, and then just choose this entire image and attach it. And once you attach it, it's sort of on there, so it's going to write and cut on the same mat. Okay, if you don't attach it, it won't cut on the same mat that you're looking for. Okay, and then we've got, let's see, we could change this to foil. And how do we do that? We're going to go over here to, this is selected, and we'll see that these are all of the line, all of the sort of jobs that need to happen on this attached image, which is, it needs to do the drawing of thinking of you, it needs to do the scoring, and it needs to do the cutting. So there's 3 things that are going to happen with this particular layer or mat. And if you want to change the draw, you would select just that part, or just that job that needs to happen on that mat, and go over to line type and choose foil. And foil fine or foil medium. Video on welding. Yeah, we can do welding. Yeah, sure, we can do it. Have I done it before? I think I might have. I'll work on that. Okay, Sarah? Okay, so foil fine works fine. Obviously, when we change that, it kind of, you can't see it. So if you want to, you can change it, the coloring. It's just the coloring. It's not what you happen to choose. But this is kind of like a mid-tone brownish. So maybe we have to change it to like aqua for us to see it, or emerald, purple, yeah, purple, that looks nice. Yeah, so there is how you attach the sentiment, and I'm going to bring you through that part of the card, because I don't think I need to show you. The same thing with this here sentiment, which is kind of big. You're going to bring it to the front of the card. Let's detach this one. All right. So here is the front. Arrange it to the front. And shrink it like this, and you might need to unlock it and to sort of make it look good this way. I think this kind of sentiment would look good on a card maybe that was in landscape instead of portrait, because of the width of it, but you can certainly manipulate it. And then we select it all and make sure that it's grouped, first attached, and then we're going to change from drawing to foil like this, and then change the color to that purple color that we were talking about. So here we go. So there is our foil sentiment on the inside of a card. The rest of the stuff we will, I'm going to just make it all sort of hidden so that we don't get into a problem. And I hope I don't have a problem, because when I first started cutting this morning, it was really slow. So we'll see. We're just going to make it easier for the machine. So here we go. And then we're going to hit make it. And you'll notice this is sort of the mat to prepare. We've got an image. It's up in the top left-hand side. Now what I've done is I have taken an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper. Try to get it all in view here. And then I have cut down a 12 by 12 sheet of foil to just be like this size. It's about 5.5 inches. 5.5 inches wide by 6, about that. And then let me bring you down here so you can just show you this. Okay, so here is what I did. I didn't have any more gold left, so I had to dig into my 12 by 12 sheets of foil. And what you get in these 12 by 12 sheets of foil are 12 by 12 sheets of foil, and which are really, really big. Bye, David. They're really, really big. So I found cutting them is probably the best idea, and so I just sort of hand cut them. I folded it and hand cut them into quarters. And then these are the tape pieces that come with the 12 by 12. So they're understandably really, really long. And so what I did was I just took the long piece and then I put this on the mat where I knew it was going to be. So here it is on the mat. It's about at 5.5 inches, and the sentiment's going to start at 6. I'm going to double check. Yep. And then I took the tape and I just laid it on here. I cut them. See how big they are? So I cut them. So that's if you're working with 12 by 12 sheets of paper. So we're going to go over and I'm going to show you all the steps again, because most of you should be getting your foil kits by now, and I think everything's back in stock on Cricut. So if you haven't got it and you want to get it, you can head over there and use my link. And what's cool is if you are, I don't know if you guys heard this, but if you are an Access Premium subscriber, you now get 20% off of materials, which is awesome. Okay, so we're going to go over here to look at our machine, and you notice this is a maker, but I have an Explorer and everything. I work with all of them. So I need to find my foil. Where's my foil thing? Here it is, right here. So here is the foil transfer housing, I guess you'd call it. And this is how you would remove the blade right here. And it's not really a blade, it's like a tip or stylus, I guess. And you'll notice that this one here has the 2 marks. And that means it's the medium. Let's see if it comes into view. So I'm having trouble for it to come into view. Oh, well. Hello. All right, it's not coming into view. So I keep my tips here. And so for this case, I'm going to use the one that has one circle on it, which is the fine point. And then I just hit the plunger here, and it's kind of magnetic, and it pulls it in. So I am all ready with my mat. I'm going to put it in the machine, but I have to put it in the right way. Okay, here we go. So I put it in the machine, and I'm going to choose, you can't see it, but I'm going to choose the base material, which is medium cardstock. And I am going to switch to my scoring stylus, which I already have in, and then I'm going to load my foil tip, right? So I have to take out my regular housing, put that in, and I'm following the prompts on the screen, and then I'm going to hit my blinking button. I don't know if you saw that blinking button, but it's first going to do the scoring, which is doing the scoring with the stylus. Now, since I have a maker, I have a choice of using my scoring wheel, but I chose to choose the stylus instead of the wheel because most people don't have the scoring wheel, but I do love the scoring wheel. So, all right, so now the screen is prompting me to make sure that I have my taped foil on the mat, and then I can hit the blinking light again. And it's going to now do the foiling. And it does it in the same way as cutting or drawing. No, not the same way as drawing, but the same way as cutting. Now, if you're going to draw, it would go into this left-hand side, not the right-hand side, okay? And so you have to make sure that you're putting your housing into the right clamp, which is the clamp B, okay? Clamp A is where you would put pens, and your scoring stylus. Clamp B is where you would put all of your cutting or even your foiling blade and housing, or, you know, tool and housing, I should say, okay? So it just goes along and does the foil, and it says... It says it's about 65% done. Now, the next step is the machine will stop, and it will bring out the mat about like 75% out. And what it wants you to do is first you have to take out and put back in your blade. And then the second step, which I'm always forgetting, is you have to take the foil with the tape off. Because otherwise you're going to end up with a complete mess, because it needs to do the cutting part of it. So let us do those two steps, remove the foil housing and put in my cutting housing, and then take off the foil with the tape without removing the mat from the machine, okay? Very important. Don't you guys are talking about debossing and embossing. I can show you the deboss. I know I keep telling you that I'm going to show you that, so I have to show you that. So just, you know, as an aside, as far as emboss, emboss is something you cannot do on the machine, but you can do deboss, which is more of an inset kind of embossing. Okay, so here's my mat. It's come out. I am not taking it completely out of the machine, and then I'm just going to peel up the tape. Sorry, hope my arm isn't in the way. Okay, I know you cannot see too well. You cannot see what it did yet. So let's put in the cutting part. Now the tape is reusable. If you peel it away, nicely. It's reusable a couple of times. So I put it on the side of my desk. And unfortunately, Benji comes by and licks it, so then renders it useless, but I try. Also reusable are the pieces. If you can be very specific, you could reuse this part that I cut out, so you could save that if you want to save your foil. All right, so here is, I hope that you're going to see this. So here is our gold. I should have done the purple. I apologize. But so it says, thinking of you, wishing you hope in the midst of sorrow and comfort in the midst of pain. All right. So we're going to take that off and we're going to pretend like we cut the rest of the card just so you can see sort of how it goes together. Oh, I know, Benji, he's a rascal. It's funny because he and Teddy Bear are a lot alike, but and yet they're both corgis, of course, and yet I don't ever pick on Teddy Bear. It's like, Benji, why'd you do that, Benji? So Teddy Bear gets away with it. He's like the baby, even though he's older. Okay, so here are our insides of our cards here. And we're going to fold it on the score line. Now, what I've already done is I've already glued the inside pieces. And so I took the white piece that was cut out, and I cut it out on the intricate cut setting. Okay, cardstock for intricate cut. And then I put the glue on the back of the white, and then I did the purple piece next, and then I did in this case I did it brown, okay? And I glued each piece in place, and I did it to the front. We don't put glue on the back half of the card because it makes the card difficult to open. Okay, so now we're just going to put the last part, which is the inside where we did the sentiment. We're going to take our glue, and this part is less cut out. So you can cut this part here on regular cardstock if you want, or if you want to continue through and do it all on intricate cut, you certainly can. Intricate does take a little bit longer, but that's not what I was experiencing this morning. This morning I was experiencing some seriously slow time. I don't know why. So, all right. So then we're going to put this card here, line it up to the edge here. Make sure that you're going to be able to fold it. Press down. And there is our sympathy card. Oh, you guys, yay. There's our sympathy card. Again, this is just a really nice, all-purpose sympathy card, but you could turn it into a thank you card. You could turn it in just a thinking of you card. Really fun. And as long as you're, an Access member, all of these images, including the sentiments, are there for you for free, and you just need to know where to find them. So just going back, just bring you circle around just to bring you, we are finding our images, going to images, and then we go to image sets right here, and then we choose Anna for a search term, Anna, and you will come upon all of Anna Griffin's, and there's over 40 of them, all of Anna Griffin's image sets. And we found the cards in the lovely layered, let me see if I can find, it's called the lovely layered cards. There's 2 of these lovely layered cards, so make sure you check both of them for the images that you want. And then we found I just want to find. So here's the lovely layered cards. That's the first one. And there's the lovely layered card 2. And you can either use the sentiments that are in there, or you can go back and pull the sentiments from. Try these, where is it? Where is it? The embellished card, here we go. Lace cards and embellishments, or garden cards and embellishments, and even there's some for Christmas as well. These are very elegant cards, and I think they will be received very well by the person that you're sending them for. Okay, so that is it for today. When I was stamping, I get 2 card bases from the... Yes, you can, Dawn. Yes, you can. All right, so that's going to do it for today. I hope that you will try this, or at least go and look at Anna's cards. They are so much fun. And there's so many of them, as I think it was Bren who said too many cards and not enough time to cut them out. And that is definitely for sure for these cards. And there are even a lot of Christmas ones. Now, as we're speaking of the holidays, I wanted to mention Date Night this Saturday night is going to be on gift tags, just gift tags. And there are tons and tons of gift tags. This is something that can be done, very much so can be done on the Joy. So hopefully I can get my space cleaned up, and we can show you how to do it on the Joy. Okay. Thanks everybody for coming today. I appreciate it. Now, make sure you take advantage of that sale that's going on. And also don't forget to use my link and my code, my link and code, which my code is Miss Rita 1. And the link is always in the description of the video. So, definitely worth it. You'll save 10% and get free shipping. Okay, everyone. Thanks so much. And enjoy your day. Make memories today. Have a great day. Bye.